Oh, yeah. All right. Let's get it. Why? Ah, man.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson.
Damn.
He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Back to pass, it's Knight. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Smith. And there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown ball! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Coming out with it, it's Henderson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Turns it loose. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Vols can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, just trying to get it up for the first down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for the...
Turning it on! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Direct snap. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. The Vols moving quickly to the line. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Knight. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Great running backs consistently make people miss. And he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job. Give them some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
To the air on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. The pitch. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to pass, it's Knight. Got it in the middle, it's Jefferson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Volunteers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Volunteers looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They'll try to add another to their lead. extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Quarterback keeps it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. And he's brought down after a nice game.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bussey. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The option look. Fights off a defender. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, it's Raymond. Runs through the tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. a bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Got it behind the line. It's Simmons. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He's looking to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just about a half minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Knight. He fires to the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Just a a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
All right, let's go.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
Try the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his feet.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 20 to Southern Miss. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Vols will hustle to the line. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
To the air on second down. With the catch, it's Jefferson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his head's really strong, put up some good numbers.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll go to the air. Touchdown ball! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
To the air, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? He makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, It's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but it's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 6 over Boston College. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A little release to the back. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Knight. He uncorks one deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Oh, he makes the catch. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Auburn lines up quickly. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bussy. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game now.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. On the move. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. They get to him as he throws. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Looking to the big tight end. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. And he's taking it back, and just like that, this game has turned around with a defensive touchdown.
You thought it was over? It's back, baby. And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Flushed out of the pocket. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go with a direct snap. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, going to the air. He's going to let one go back. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this offense is up against it. You're trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this